Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time, we're going to take a look at this. This is 64 pages of action and adventure. And The Mighty Thor, Marvel Annual from 1990. And this book had contained part 3 of a 5-part crossover series called The Terminus Factor. And this part was written by Ralph Macchio and drawn by Herb Trimpe. And that's not the story I'm going to talk about today. No, it is a story in the back, the backup story, which is a self-contained, full issue length story, Thor story of the return of the Thermal Man, which is written by Randall Friends. Is he related to Ron Friends? And with pencils by Gary either Hartle or Hartley. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. With inks by Mike DiCarlo. Some nice artwork there. And you can see on the cover, there's a nice eye-catching and enthusing illustration, because you see this giant monster hand reaching for Thor as they are floating in space. And this is the version of Thor I like best, except I do like him later with the beard. But in this Thermal Man, Return of the Thermal Man story has nothing to do with the first story, and is pretty much self-contained, and is made reference to the Thermal Man, of course, who was a one-off villain, I think, from the context. And also from context, I presume it goes back to the 60s with, what's his name? Lee and Kirby era. And the Thermal Man has a distinct Kirby-looking design, but it could easily have been also Larry Lieber. But I don't know, because I am not familiar with the story off the top of my head. I may well have, and probably have, read it at one time or another. So let us delve into the pages here of The Mighty Thor. Here we go. The Mighty Thor, the Return of the Thermal Man, has a prologue here. And this is some Chinese scientists and military conducting a test. It's seems to be in the Arctic Circle, and they're doing a bomb test. Kablooey! And in the process, something's coming out after the bomb has gone off, and out crawls the Thermal Man, wreaking havoc, smashing. And he wreaks havoc. Crash. And then the Thermal Man they contact the leaders in Beijing, and stuff going on. Meanwhile, in the realm eternal, there is alert. A crisis is erupting on Asgard. The ice giants are attacking the walls of Asgard. So there is trouble there afoot. Then we get to Thor, as he is in New York City, kind of observing all that he observed, all of his domain or his protectorate, as it were. He sees something going on, some trouble. Oh yeah, this is some really, really nice artwork in here. Everything kind of gets tell. You can see the World Trade Center. That's where he was standing upon, and he sees trouble going on. He's saving people from a fire, and there is fire, and there is the cause of trouble. The thermal man, he instantly recognized him. Look at that. Very dynamic, and just some great draftsmanship, both the background and the figures, and the action is just all very good. Then we're back in China, and say, this is going to wreak havoc on us because we accidentally released this guy. We thought he was dead, destroyed years ago, and this is one of the reasons why I think it goes back to the 60s, because it has the Chinese communist and anti-communist stuff going on, and Thermal Man had been produced by China and was being tested by releasing it on America, and then Thor took care of him. And they thought it was destroyed, but now it pops up again. So go get me that scientist who is in prison now as a traitor for the one who actually created this Thermal Man. So meanwhile, Thor is pounding, and they're exchanging blows. Fight. And Thor is not getting the best of this fight. Meanwhile, in China, they get that scientist out of prison. He take and go see the chairman, and he tells the story. And how it was supposed to be a device for more efficient and better work, and the military tried to turn it into a weapon and all this other havoc. And then so he was destroyed. He was thrown into prisons, but he is loyal, and he has an idea. He can destroy this. This Thermal Man. They take him to a lab. He makes something up. Meanwhile, we're still engaged in battle. And then the Grand Vizier from Asgard appears before Thor and says, "We are in dire need of the might of mighty Thor, because the ice giants, the frost giants, are attacking, and we need him. But I'm engaged in a battle right now, and I am sworn protector of Midgard, and I must deal with this first." So he says, no, he's not coming. So it is up to Balder the Brave and his other Asgardian warriors to defend the realm eternal. Meanwhile, smash, fight. They make a little bit of headway against this thing, having enclosed in something. Meanwhile, the scientist is rushed in a jet coming to New York, but the shielding, the bubble that they place him in it soon is destroyed, and he's out and racing free again. More fight, smash, and you can kind of see this some Kirby-ish design on this Thermal Man. You can kind of see what I mean, and just really knocking the crap out of Thor. Meanwhile, the scientist gets here and says, "I think I can help him." And says, "Stop!" Tells the thing that he has the control that will change his programming. But he makes a mistake of telling the damn robot that I'm gonna deactivate you. So the robot, before he can activate his machine, zaps and destroys the scientist. Oh my gosh! And so Thor comes up with another idea. He whirls around with Mjolnir, creating a vortex and opening a trans-dimensional portal, sucking the Thermal Man up into it and away to somewhere else. Then Thor is back. So, that should take care of that. Dealing with killing two birds with one stone, because the portal opens up on Asgard right in the middle of the battlefield, and they have the Thermal Man against the ice giants. And the warriors get to go home. And that is the end of the story. I really enjoyed that. It's nice because I like it because it's self-contained. It's self-contained. I don't like too much of this stuff overflowing to multiple issues. It was a fun read. I really, really liked the artwork, even though I'm not familiar with either the writer or artist. It was inked by Mike DiCarlo. Was he? Is he related to Dan DeCarlo? I wonder. I don't know. But it was a lot of fun, and Thor should have led with that. But he didn't. Obviously, he didn't think of that, because he's kind of a bull in a china shop. You go head to head, and then the thing that works is what you come up with last. So that's all I've got for you this time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of this Thor story. Did you like Thor at this time? Did you like Thor from the 60s? Or more in the 90s? Or I haven't been able to keep up with this stuff in the last couple of decades, so I don't know what Thor's up to these days. And other than in the movies. He's a movie star. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And remember, comics are